It's called roadkill. You can't help noticing me sitting on polluted gravel or standing near the freeway under the overpass, holding cardboard to my chest. I'm hunger, well work for food, illiterate poet, junkie prophet, illicit and flaunting all over your highway. I shame you. Get a job, you yell and eyeball me, or perhaps you look away, your gaze on the floorboard of your car or the seat, littered with empty plastic water bottles or tin soda cans or lunch left over from last week. Your guilt is thick enough to eat, more rotted than the apple I received 2 days ago, but dry as the dollar bill that fluttered from the hand of a man who could not look me in the eye. I wear my hunger on my inadequate clothes. Despite bathing, I still smell of it. I do not know how not to be frightening to you. Your car has automatic locks and power windows, degrees of insularity you can open at the push of a button or shut tight with a single finger. That's how powerful you are. Steel frame technology, rubber to the road mentality, drunk off entitlement and believing your superiority. Honestly, you're dangerous. How you roam the streets rumbling by in your fat cars, reminding me of dead holiday birds I never ate. How you jack up the volume on your noisy radio because you can't stand the sound of your own muted voice. How you safety belted yourself into a cushioned seat of rotted animal skin made customized leather, and you think you're better because you're better off. Hungry. I see you angry, your smug, patronizing lips narrowed to thin slit apathy. Hungry, I see you afraid and avoiding my gaze. Hungry, I see your charity handed to me in thin slips of paper or pity. Don't think for a single moment I ever forget. You could veer at any second. Ran your cold cage steel into stinking human flesh, leave tire marks across my desperation. But you prefer to drive past me. Pitiful, you say. A dead, dying thing on the side of the road. It was called How to Kill Yourself. Blow out the pilot light. Turn on the gas. Put your head in the stove. Lay it upon the metal rack and wait. Swallow a fistful of pills. Run your car off the road. Drink until you drown. Put yourself under the knife. Easy enough to try. It's the dying that's hard. The traitorous lungs breathing shagged breaths. The hopeful heart pushing blood, those devious synapses firing, twitching muscles moving involuntarily. How you kill yourself, taking one small piece at a time, imagining your death is a way of living for you. Red-toothed demons ascend at night, snatching you from your dreams into the nightmare of watching your life on a horror screen, showing only the bloody parts. There is no moon, no stars, and the sun is a dull memory. How grass grows is unthinkable. How snow melts in the springtime, snaps in half the metal shard of who you once were. You're abandoned, near dead, and barely breathing. So this is how to kill yourself. Unravel with persistent fingers the memory of birth and angels. Tear away hope in tattered pieces. Stitch your pain into a ragged cloak of disbelieving. Suckle the poisonous kiss. Lick the quick blade and forget the open sky tangling your hair in clouds. How you long for death's cradle then. How you craved this ending. Forget your own divinity, for you do not want to be a survivor, only a pitiful remnant of how desperate living kills. So yeah, it's hard to be mentally ill and not have insurance. That sucks. And so one of the good things about my situation right now is that I was able to hook into a community health program. So now I get free psych visits and free meds. So if you ever have a chance to support a community health program, they do a lot of really good work. And I didn't know that beforehand. The one thing, though, about me not having insurance is that I have a partner of 8 years who is a doctor. And for her, it's really demoralizing because she can't get domestic partnership benefits to support me, and her salary isn't enough to actually buy separate insurance. But because there are no domestic partnership benefits in Michigan, she's not able to do that. And it's particularly bad for her because she's a doctor and she takes care of families every single day, and she can't even take care of her own family. So if you ever see her, don't get her started on the topic. She just goes crazy over it. Yeah. So if you've ever had to navigate social services, then you know it's very trying. It's a very trying experience, and that's what this piece is about. It's called Break the Glass. I read old magazines and wait 30 minutes for my name to be called by a receptionist who tells me I'll have to wait another 10 minutes for the doctor who finally appears from behind the locked door. The doctor scribbles on colored paper while I answer questions she asks. What medications have you used in the past? How long did the crisis last? Have you ever attempted suicide? Whether or not I tried to die depends upon your definition. Does refusing to bend and taking on the chin amount to a death wish? Does staying alive when I should have died count as a health risk? The doctor prescribes Wellbutrin and Seroquel. How many crazy people can fit in a waiting room waiting for our names to be called? Sitting there, I counted 26 plus 12 junkies trying to quit, killing themselves. Only one guy was actually tripping. Talking to everyone in the crowded room and no one in particular, he said, "Raise your hand if you know Jesus Christ is your personal Lord and Savior." No one raised a hand, but one woman yelled, "Brother, hush, we're praying." And we were praying, heads bowed to the ceilings, eyes shut to the walls. I scribble my last name first and my first name last. Mark my initials in the corner, check the boxes that apply. Pretend I comprehend the questions they're asking. What is your name? Where are you from? Why are you here? I fear they're trying to trick me with simple questions, so I fill in the blanks with short, concise answers. Sufficiently measured, correctly ordered. The words on these papers might grant me government-assisted health care. Otherwise, I'm in Babylon and language is useless. Do you have medical insurance? The guy behind the pharmacy window asked. No, I answered. He passes a piece of paper through the cut glass slide, holds up a printed sign that reads, "If you do not have insurance, you need a signature from your case manager." He repeats the sentence, slowly, loudly, emphasizing the important words. I'm uncertain. Does he think I'm deaf and dumb or just foreign? "Okay," I say, slowly, loudly, pointing to the paper. "I'll get a signature from my case manager." No one appreciates sarcasm on these occasions. If you're the only one who gets the joke, it's not funny. How the receptionist ignores the woman standing in front of the closed glass window. All of us stand behind the woman, stares at the ceiling, glances at the walls, focuses on no particular object, and says nothing to the receptionist, talking on the phone, to her mother, or sister, or maybe a best friend about nothing. You can't blame me for thinking the woman in front of me is delayed in a mental way. You can't blame me for judging the receptionist, pretending the woman's not there. You can't judge me hating the closed glass window, the white walls, the locked door. You can't hate me, hate myself for being here. No one can save me from. No one can save me from being a victim or a client or a case number or a patient. My failure to eat. My inability to sleep for days on end. The way I wear this dark shroud even on sunny days. I know this is mad, but I defy you to name the same response to disconnect and neglect to the closed classrooms where we've been placed and abandoned. Me. I smashed the glass. Pull the smoke and never yell. It's an emergency. It's an emergency. When they come running, it's just me. Laughing, weeping, reciting poetry. Are you crazy? They ask. No, I say, not at all.